You called? Oh, fine. Yes, indeed. At your service, if you insist.
Maybe these scrolls will do.
Ah, very well. Very well.
Why do I live in such a pissant town? Io vocio te.
And that, as they say, is that. Arms, hands, feet, and oh, thank you, Master Mentor, thank you. Yes, boy, now be quiet a moment, blessed. Verses no longer on him, possess fear.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sad
Why?
because the Gretzko's soundtrack is not available for purchase.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That is sad.
I never heard of an anime that did not have an immediate soundtrack that you could find somewhere. That's the first time.
That is unfortunately a little saddening for you.
But fuck me, what's going on here?
So what we did was we just, um, so we talked to Thalantar the Conjurer, and with the chicken, Mellicant, and we helped him, and it was pretty quick. Remember the skeletons I killed earlier? I took the bones for the head, and he used it as a reagent to restore it back to his
Oh, okay.
human self. Now it says that the bracers that he has on him, it's as a fear likely they spend what magic they had in a single charge, or there won't be whisked away after the damage they do. How do you feel for yourself in the cans? I think so. It was greatest of luck you did not retain a wing for a limb. You always were a bit cockeyed, but I suppose that doesn't count.
Boo.
I suggest you remain here, however, so that I might keep an eye on you. If you insist on playing with the forces of magic, at least I should see that you understand them. Perhaps you will be a touch more cautious now that you experience what can go wrong. I suppose your master I must be, and you, Roland the Porter, I trust you will be cautious in your travels as well. I wish you intelligence on your journeys. I would wish you luck, but it runs out quicker than you think. Good day.
What is it?
All right, put the tokens in.
If you insist. If you insist.
What tokens?
The Chuck E. Cheese token.
Oh, yeah.
You called?
I just said, well, they had those at Dave and Buster's too. They have those anywhere. Any arcade that have those. With the little light games, you gotta stop it with the button.
Yep. Now I found my magical person to talk to for spells.
So, like, give you spells or learn spells from, or get spell scrolls?
To get spell scrolls to learn. Get some +1 equipment to use. Like, look at this. I stocked up on literally almost 83 stacks of poison arrows, acid arrows. And they're +1. So they do 1d6 +1 plus an additional 2d6 acid damage. And then for her, I stocked up on 3 different kind of bullets. One for fire, one for electricity, and one that's just regular.
The one for just pain.
Yeah, this one's just a regular +1.
I got a stupid question for you.
What's up?
So, you remember when you talked about how certain resistances can stack and some can't?
Yes.
So, let's say
All right, all right.
you cast Warding Bond on a Raging Barbarian.
Uh-huh.
Does that apply, or does it not stack? The resistance.
Eat flaming! Or possibly
So
frosty.
it already stacks. It does not stack.
Just extended to the other damage.
At your service.
Eat
Correct.
flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death! Eat flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death!
Hello.
Eat flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death!
Yeah, no.
What is it? Fine.
But yeah, I was sad I couldn't get that soundtrack because there were some pretty cool tracks in there I could use for our games.
No, I'm sure. I would say that I was gonna say something. I forget.
I do have a lot of Elder Scrolls stuff. I wonder about that.
Yeah.
Did have Dragon Age. I haven't really used any of it. I think it was the Inquisition one. Cam liked that game, so I was like, oh, let me see if I can use anything here.
This was the carnival. I haven't been to the carnival yet.
Very well.
Paul, how far away from Baldur's Gate are you?
I mean, I could go up to Baldur's Gate right now. I'm just exploring all these other places I haven't gone to yet.
I'm just wondering how far you away. I mean, honestly, it's Baldur's Gate. Who really wants to go to Baldur's Gate? What do they have that Waterdeep doesn't have? Or Neverwinter. I don't know. What's Neverwinter's a city state as well, right?
More or less.
Or is it smaller? Is it smaller?
It's smaller. It's smaller. I know that much.
There's Neverwinter, there's Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate,
There's also Daggerfall.
Daggerfall, Phandalin. Prince Shandy. Daredevil?
I think so.
Is that what it's called?
Weather's been lousy lately.
There's but a short ways from here. This tragic event had to score men lost when their boats swamped. When the boats swamped. Worst tragedy the fishing community had in years.
You need a new tailor. Your clothes are absolutely dreadful.
My name's Roland the Farter, and yours? Most of the men is...
What the?
Hold on, let me drink some tea and water.
Mon name is Roland the Farter. What est-ce que c'est?
Okay, good. It wasn't just me who's seen it then. Oh, you'll not get away with that for long.
What's happening? Lord Binky the buffoon.
Okay, now that's enough.
Oh,
Okie
God.
dokie. Like, that's enough now, eh?
This guy's got like.
What a fabulous
This
carnival,
guy's probably like
darling.
a CR-35.
Are you mocking me?
No.
Thou dost mock at me. Away with you, beggar. How dare you?
I've no time for to talk to you now.
Mother said not to talk with strangers.
Okay.
If you insist.
Game.
Take your chance with Lady Timora.
Widger 1 gold. Okay.
Take your chance with Lady Timora. Take your chance with Lady Timora.
Not my Widger entering.
Come in poor, walk out rich.
You cold? Yeah, fine.
Take your chance with Lady Timora.
What is it?
Yes.
Come in poor, walk
Of course.
out rich.
Come in poor, walk out
Yeah,
rich.
fine.
As if you're rich,
Hello, pal.
if you're a rich man, you're gonna lose there. Good day. Consider yourself victimized by Vittaire, master thief and pickpocket extraordinaire. No time to chat.
Of course.
Come in poor.
Yeah, fine.
Motherfucker. Where'd he go?
I'm always ready to entertain.
Is that Shrek? Good lord.
At your service. Of course. Of course. Have at you! Fine. If you insist.
Flaming! Or, frosty. Death!
What is it? All right, all right. Of course.
So, what was the worst thing y'all had to deal with in your pirate campaign?
Orcus.
What's the second worst thing you had to deal with?
Second thing worse. Be the second worst. I'm trying to think.
You played today, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, fuck it. I didn't get to play it. I don't actually mean that.
Because we start at 3 and then we end at 6.
Shit happens.
What's the worst of my pirate game?
Eventually, we'll play again.
I'm trying to think what was the worst.
Well, other than Orcus.
Oh, the second worst was we had to raid a whole keep. And
What were they keeping in the keep?
no, it was a keep that was like a keep for a village, and you know, like a almost like a barony or like a castle.
So it's just dudes you were fighting.
No, the ones that were holding it were goblins. No, not goblins. What are they called? Shit. The little dragon wormlings, little dragon
Kobolds.
dudes, kobolds. Yes, thank you. They were kobolds, but they were worshiping the Night Mother, Shar.
Oh, Baba Yaga?
No, Shar.
Shar. Are you sure it's not Baba Yaga?
No, not Baba Yaga. They were worshiping Shar, who's a
I thought
knight.
Shar was the. Oh well.
Yeah, Shar's knight or of like absentness.
Emptiness and darkness, right?
Yeah. And so they were all basically like Shadow Monk, Shadow Sorcerers, and they had these wicked Shadow Chakras that when they would throw it, it'd do psychic damage and it would come back to them. That was the worst of what I can remember of the second one, of the most second worst, because Dragon Pack tactics everywhere,
Oh yeah.
and monks and Shadow Sorcerers everywhere.
Shadow sorcerers are hard to kill.
Yes. Yeah, don't tell me.
That
Yeah.
That death save ability they have.
Oh yeah.
I mean, did they have it? Strength of the Grave?
It was a different ability, but essentially it was the same thing. It was like it was like the like Shar's the life, the something for like with Shar, I forget what it's called. But it was, and the thing is, they had turned all the knights into servants for them, and they basically not really, but essentially almost like just like brainwash them.
I see. So there was like a moral dilemma a little bit?
Yeah, they didn't like the kobolds. The kobolds didn't like the humans, but the fact that the kobolds overpowered the humans, they were submit to dominancy.
Well, that's not as bad as not as bad as I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say they enslaved them and then turned them in the shadows. They'd
No,
be like, well, I mean, I just leave. I'm done.
no. But yeah, it sucked because they had a what's it called? One of the shit, I can't think right now. I'm like brain fogged right now. Um,
I guess my tactic would be if possible, use subdue damage on the humans. If possible.
yeah. Well, some of them were loyal knights to Shar also, that turned. Like some of the knights turned to Shar and were not willing to turn back.
Hopefully your insight ability. Uh,
We took care of them already.
Did you kill them all, or did you save any?
We saved what we could. But they had a what are they called? Shit, I can't remember the name. What's it called?
Is
The
it a
giant.
spell?
No, it's an item. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a fucking blank right now. It's not the ring. It's the other one. The giant dish. Um,
Dish.
you know, there's a ring of
Uh,
elemental, a ring of elemental command. There's another item. Um,
oh, that's far beyond my. Is that in the actual game, or is that a homebrew thing?
no, it's oh my fucking god. It's actually inside the. My goodness, what the fuck's wrong with me today?
Did you take notes?
Um,
Then again, I probably want to put that in my notes. You want to come back to that later?
no, because it's gonna drive me crazy. Like the a brazier.
A brazier.
Yeah,
So it's like a
but it was a brazier,
torch
but
thing.
it was a brazier of darkness, which it it when it burns, it's when it's lit, it makes a like a 1 mile radius of just pure darkness. Or I wouldn't say pure darkness, but like everything is dim light.
Oof, and you're human.
Well, we can see in the dim light, but I had dark vision.
Yeah. Did you have dark vision as a spell or as like an item or just an
Well,
ability?
I have it as a spell, but as a one lore, I can put it on an item, and I just had dark vision on for 8 hours. So yeah.
One lore artificer build coming soon.
And then yeah, and that was an issue, so we had to take care of we literally took the party and three-wayed it.
Divide and conquer.
Our little halfling wizard.
What's the point of a D20? It just falls off your damn table.
Um so it was our halfling wizard went to the ships and was going underwater and putting holes in them to sink the ships. While
Wow.
yeah.
That's. I mean, it's smart, but that's very dickish.
Well, what he did, so he had something called, it's something similar to Passwell. I think it's called, he called it like a doorknob something. But essentially what it does, it's like you attach the doorknob to a surface to and you can basically it's like creating like a pass wall, and you can open it like a door, like inwards or outwards. And so what he was doing, he was opening the doorway and opening it outward so that would let the water inside.
Ah, I see.
And then he would swim to the other one and do the same thing, into the holes of the ship. So it just starts sinking that way. Because you can't cast spells, but there's no command word for this item. It just you put onto it and you turn it, and it activates, creates a doorway, and then you can start turning it, continue it that way. And then while they were doing that, the other group, us group, were holding on the fort against the enemies, as they were charging us from one side of the keep to the other. And then as that happens, because we're now, this is before one of the other guys had to go down to Florida, because we were a team of like 1, 2.
I have to leave the room, but I have my headphones on, so
Okay.
I just won't be able to respond.
1, 2, 3, 6. So we were a party of 5. So the other 2 went up to go take care of the brazier.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
If you insist.
Hold, travelers! Before you will be allowed entrance, you must donate a tome of great value to our library.
You call? Of course. If you insist.
Your life shall be mine.
You rang?
To battle!
I'll do it!
Yes, very well.
Uh-huh. What is it this? I'll do it!
At your service. Ah, hello.
such menial tasks.
Hmm? If you insist.
Yes?
What is it?
The best defense is an overwhelming offense.
You rang?
Do you need something? As you wish.
Spit it out.
You cold? Yes?
Gems there. Yeah, 19 pounds out of 70. Okay.
At your service. Very well.
Uh-huh.
Ah, hello.
Get over here!
Hmm?
What is it this time? Eat flaming!
What is it?
Possibly frosty. Death!
Your life shall be mine.
You rang?
You cold?
Uh-huh.
Yes? At your service.
Tell me.
You rang.
Ah, hello. Very well.
Get over here!
Possibly frosty.
The thrill of the fray!
Your
Get
life
over
should be
here.
mine.
Oh, that felt good. What is it? Fine.
Here's two. That should-
What do you need?
Who are you? Well, look at here. Find a bunch of adventures. I don't think I've ever seen. Though the looks of it, you don't seem to be well equipped. Well, you're in a better luck. I can solve all the problems right now. Potions and scrolls, cheap here. 45 gold.
You cold?
I will be right back.
At first I said that I love you and you ain't say that shit back. It's kinda hard to just trust you when both your feelings don't match. Got me showing less emotions, I don't wanna get attached. Once I give you my word, I swear it ain't no going back. Once I give you my heart, you better keep that shit intact. Instead of assuming no words, girl, I'm just here stating facts. You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. So tell me, is you gon' ride out when the chips fall? I seen too many people leave when it get hard. I'm tired of going back and forth when we pissed off. Most of my friends done went through it and they stood tall. See, they gon' try and tell you what they think is good for you. Whole time they was plotting, man, I wish they was for you. You gotta watch your back, your front, your side, they disloyal. I gotta watch my crown, cause from birth I've been royal. And that's from the source. Yeah. Two strong-minded individuals. What happen when y'all both reach the pinnacle? Things start to get physical. What make it worse? The motherfucker live with you, talking what you didn't do and what they did for you. You just praying for a miracle, cause they been with you through the good and the bad times, made it pivotal. All them feelings that you hold inside, it will hinder you, so let it go. What you didn't do and what they did for you. You just praying for a miracle, cause they been with you. At first I said that I love you and you ain't say that shit back. It's kinda hard to just trust you when both your feelings don't match. Got me showing less emotions, I don't wanna get attached. Once I give you my word, I swear it ain't no going back. Once I give you my heart, you better keep that shit intact. Instead of assuming no words, girl, I'm just here stating facts. You want me to take take you back. I want you to take me back. You want me to take you back. I want you to take me back. So tell me, is you gon' ride out when the chips fall? I seen too many people leave when it get hard. I'm tired of going back and forth when we pissed off. Most of my friends done went through it and they stood tall. See, they gon' try and tell you what they think is good for you. Whole time they was plotting, man, I wish they was for you. You gotta watch your back, your front, your side, they disloyal. I gotta watch my crown, cause from birth I've been royal. And that's from the soil. Yeah. Two strong-minded individuals. What happen when y'all both reach the pinnacle? Things start to get physical. What make it worse? The motherfucker live with you, talking what you didn't do and what they did for you. You just praying for a miracle, cause they been with you through the good and the bad times, made it pivotal. All them feelings that you hold inside, it will hinder you, so let it go. What you didn't do and what they did for you. You just praying for a miracle, cause they been with you. At first I said that I love you and you ain't say that shit back. It's kinda hard to just trust you when both your feelings don't match. Got me showing less emotions, I don't wanna get attached. Once I give you my word, I swear it ain't no going back. Once I give you my heart, you better keep that shit intact. Instead of assuming no words, girl, I'm just here stating facts. You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. So tell me, is you gon' ride out when the chips fall? I seen too many people leave when it get hard. I'm tired of going back and forth when we pissed off. Most of my friends done went through it and they stood tall. See, they gon' try and tell you what they think is good for you. Whole time they was plotting, man, I wish they was for you. You gotta watch your back, your front, your side, they disloyal. I gotta watch my crown, cause from birth I've been royal. And that's from the soil. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Two strong-minded
Welcome back.
individuals. What happen
Thank
when
you.
y'all both reach the pinnacle? Things start to get physical. What make it worse? The motherfucker live with you, talking what you didn't do and what they did for you. You just praying for a miracle, cause they been with you through the good and the bad times, made it pivotal. All them feelings that you hold inside, it will hinder you, so let it go. What you didn't do and what they did for you. You just praying for a miracle, cause they been with you.
So I didn't realize they had levels waiting for me to level them up. The wooden star or hammer.
So for subdue damage, what damage types? Is it just weapons? Is it just melee?
For
Or
what?
does it have to be bludgeoning specifically to do subdue damage?
Subdue damage?
Or non-lethal damage?
Has to be melee. Doesn't matter what type of weapon, doesn't matter what type of damage it is, as long as it is melee. Now, if a weapon has magical damage, like add-ons, you can't control that.
So the +1 hammer might not be
No. Like, if you have additional enchantments, like a +1 hammer doesn't matter. But if it has like a plus, if it's a +1 with additional +2 plus 2d6 fire, you can't you can't control the fire.
Alright, Myra changes her plans. Get rid of the fire hammer. I don't know. I feel like bludgeoning weapons don't get as much as like swords do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got flame tongues, frost brands, dragon slayers. What do you got? What do you got for bludgeoning? You got a hammer. You got the lightbringer mace.
Mauls.
Well, I'm taking like magic weapons. There's like the
Oh.
lightbringer mace, which I didn't know did anything at the time because mistakes. And what was it Dusk Breaker or whatever?
Yeah.
Too many swords. Oh, did you level up Car Crash?
Yeah. They I didn't realize they had a few levels underneath them already.
I heard I hear rogues level up very quickly. All right, time to steal everything.
Woo! Wow, his move silently and hide in shadows 100 now.
I can't wait for it to still fail.
Yeah.
What?
So hard.
Subterfuge is my strong suit.
I wonder what it's like if I don't give him the boots. I wonder what his stats are now. 80, 95. That's still pretty good.
You might be able to get away with giving him the other.
Yeah. Yeah, the boots. Yeah, the boots speed.
Give Rockjaw some stealth. Now he's still scary. Now he's a stealthy meat tank. Wait, can you wear him?
I'm gonna dual class him into a rogue now.
Oh.
But he's not gonna be like the like the super sneaky one. The idea for me would be to, because car crash is my, essentially like an assassin. He'll be more the one, because they've been car crash and Gaston and Rockton been buddies. So while Gaston's up in front, he'll be the one be able to detect, kind of traps. He'll be the one be able to find the traps and Buddy there, car crash will be the one to disarm them. Yeah, disarm them.
Yeah. There's a trap here. There's a trap here. There's one. That's a hole. What about this one? That's a rock. Could be trapped.
Can you look up really quickly? Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Can you get sneak attack with katanas?
Baldur Gate Enhanced Edition. Sneak attack.
Or sneak attack weapons, I should say. And what qualifies?
Backstab. It probably should just be backstab.
Yeah, backstab.
Let's see. Backstab eligible weapons.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna like this. Katanas are eligible.
Great. Thank you.
You can do it with fists too. I mean, I wish you could sneak attack punching people. I wish that could just be like, I just have to go walk up to like the guy and just slap him. Just do 100 damage to somebody by slapping them. But that would be legitimate.
Hello.
Monk, though, so.
Of course.
Oh shit! I didn't realize.
Hmm?
I didn't. Oh well, I did already.
Fine.
I didn't realize if you dual classed, you can never you lose all proficiencies.
You can't go back.
Yeah. So that means he lost all the proficiencies.
Oh, that's stupid.
Well, let me see. So what did he lose? Okay, so he kept all proficiencies. He just lost the armor proficiencies.
That's fair.
So because he's a thief, because he's not a fighter thief, he was a fighter. Now he's a thief. But all the stats of a fighter he keeps. Like
his dexterity is still pretty ridiculous.
Oh yes, I know.
What is it?
I'm gonna go back.
Does he keep his hit points?
He does.
Okay, I would be like, nope, get rid of get it, E4s. I don't know.
Like his hit points is he's now 108 of 112, so he has to heal up just a little bit.
You cold? All right.
Alright, so let's go to.
You can use long swords, short swords, katanas, wakizashis, ninjatons, scimitars, daggers, clubs, and quarterstaves.
For sneak attacks. Or backstab, I should say.
Yes. Any spell conjuring melee weapon is eligible for backstabbing, regardless of apparent weapon class. This weapons includes weapons created by spells such as Spiritual Hammer and Black Blade of Disaster.
Yes. All right.
Really?
You backstab with a hammer?
Wow.
Is that spiritual weapon? Yeah, spiritual weapon.
That's crazy.
I guess back then it was just like, it has to be a hammer. It's only a hammer.
I guess I understand that because like like a blackjack, you do the same thing with a blackjack.
Yeah.
Because the idea of backstab because you're hitting from behind for the critical hit for the critical damage. So I understand with a hammer, something similar like a blackjack also.
I think I think it sort of harkens back to when they.
You have been waylaid by enemies and
If
must
you
defend
insist.
yourself.
They had everything. They had a very specific mission. And there's a lot of things.
What is it this time?
At your
You don't
service.
have a dex save, you have a breath weapon spell save. This save and that save.
Ah, hello. Very well. All right, all right. What now? Subterfuge is my strong suit. Hmm? Of course.
Oh, that's so scary now.
What is it?
Look at that. Look at that.
If you insist.
That gnome.
Is he a gnome?
He's a gnome. Yeah, he's a gnome.
I don't know. That looks pretty unknown to me. But you can't see him.
You call?
created
Of course.
I know.
Again, for the 10th time.
Alright, we're gonna go
Of course.
here. We're gonna purchase some stuff from him. With the lantern.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
Alright, so...
Can't you see I'm busy pondering my orb?
Orb of roulettes.
Put a token in. Hit the button. See how many tickets you win. You might get the jackpot. Then you can get that giant. Then you can get the Hulk hands.
Yes. Very well. Yes. At your... Of course. What? Subterfuge is my strong suit.
Alright, so we're here. Let's go to Beargost.
All right, all right.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
She's petite.
Yeah. It's because her score is... Well, she's not too bad. It's 14, but still.
It's better than it's better than Zant.
I know.
This is like a 7. See, I'm set up for when you pull that.
All right, all right.
See, you get tired of the dirty shit.
Let me see
Well,
what
actually, not doing a punch, that's just your constitution.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
What's the calculation for that? Is it this many hours times your con score?
You're welcome, Dad. Okay. There's the katana.
Yes. Hello, welcome to my Western European blacksmith medieval place.
Oh, he does.
Would you like a katana and ninja throwing stars?
He does keep the sword and shield style, so that's good.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little
like
bit
his
more than me
AK-47?
competition.
So let me see what else.
That wasn't a rip on the game. That's just new game. I think it's cool that they have all sorts of. They're just like, yeah, here, have a katana. It's a sword. What's the difference between a katana and a wakizashi?
You'd be a samurai.
Like, what's the physical difference?
Wakizashis are shorter. They're almost like a in between a short sword and a long sword, and they're lighter.
Are they like the ones that like the Japanese pilots used to carry?
No, the idea would be for use that as an offhand, and it'd be used for like parrying.
that the same thing? Or was that a different? Was that a different knife?
You're thinking of the Tontos.
Probably. But yeah. Oh, now I know what you're talking about now. Kind of like how, and I think they referenced that with you watch your fair share of Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
So you know, Ahsoka's fighting style.
Yeah.
Isn't it based on that? Sort of like
Essentially, yeah.
Tactic?
So her Ahsoka's lightsabers are actually one shorter than the other, because the idea is one for flexibility and parrying.
You should get the girdle of masculinity femininity.
No.
I mean, what does it do? Does it do anything?
Yeah. It turns you into a girl, and you only get remove curse.
Does it affect your scores?
I have no idea.
Alright, we're gonna turn Rock John into Rock Joanne.
Yeah, so Rock John's no longer the super tank now. There's an 80
you have like one of you have her.
Yeah.
He could also have been a barbarian. He looks like one.
There you go. My cleric is now my strongest tank. -4 AC.
As a cleric should be.
Yes, as a cleric should be.
Even though, like, it's kind of crazy how some classes, you know, like clerics, they have a D8, but they can still be tanks.
Uh-huh.
Same thing with you know, artificers. Maybe a warlock could be a tank. I'm not sure.
I would say so. You just have to build it right. That's about it.
Sorcerer, dang it.
Sorcerer's no.
Wizard if you're abjuration. But that's like you're playing with fire, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because the moment you get hit, it's like, well,
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
So that.
That's why I told Billy, you're the main tank, I'm the off tank. I can deflect a lot of hits, but as soon as I get hit with something real big, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's like you're playing, at least I don't have a D6, so. Though I do want to play a wizard at some point. Like a straight wizard. Wait, go back. Go back. Go up. Go up. Thought I saw something crazy. It was like a bow. Yeah, a composite longbow? They have those?
Yeah.
Or is it like, or does it mean it's just made of different materials?
No, so the composite actually, it's because based upon the composite, it gets itself a +2 damage factor already, and it's a non-magical.
Is it a composite like as we think of in modern times?
Back then, think of it like more like stronger, but yes.
But less moving parts though, still.
Correct.
Okay.
But I think this was only used by. Yeah, can only be used by a basic ranger.
What is it?
Go on then. Spit it out.
You cold? Indeed.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me see. Ooh, cause serious wounds. To harmony. Turn against creatures' defensive bonus to withstand enchanted coordination on their attacks. This allows a group of creatures to act as a single unit for a single battle or encounter. Holy power. Through this spell, the casting business of the strength is lesser restoration. Protection from lightning. And yeah, let's get Death Ward. Missile. Strength. Oh. Luck. With more damage dice for effects that's the weapons. And two other agonizers. Minus spell deflection.
Yes. Very well. If you insist.
You want some whiskey?
At your service, of course. Very well.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
You rang?
Whatever you need.
What is it?
You rang. Oh, hello. If you insist.
Your life should be mine.
You are beginning to... What is it? You called? Fine. All right, all right. Go on, then. Yes?
Uh-huh.
At your service.
Yep.
It's kind of funny. That's basically how it's sort of described in the actual spells. Like a little bee.
Yeah.
Races towards the target.
Subterfuge is my strong suit. Very well.
Look at that little gnome go.
Man. He's going to... I don't have anything.
Subterfuge is my strong suit. Oh dear. What now? A sound suggestion.
No, the guy. Is that backstab?
No.
You could probably backstab without delay of movement.
Indeed. Yes, fine.
Your life shall be mine.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
Oh, god damn it. Did you not rest?
No, we did rest. She's just really weak.
How's a 14 make you so weak? 14's usually pretty good. I guess compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
Because like the average is like what, 10?
Something like that, yeah.
cold?
my goodness!
Oh. Oh. You know what? We'll shelve that
What?
for later. Looks like we gotta deal with the blue
Spit
man.
it out.
Hmm? At once.
Yes. Yes?
What is it this? I'll do it!
Can't remember. Did zombies have them? Do they have a,
At your service.
You rang.
Yes?
I
What?
don't remember.
Oh, hello.
Yes?
Get over here. I'll stay back here. All right, all right.
Is there a way you can, like, there's Lehman's tiny hut in this game?
If you insist.
Go on then.
What if you slept in here?
Eh? What is it? Indeed.
You rang?
Get over here.
Uh-huh. I'll do it!
You cold?
What is it this time?
That felt yes. Good.
You rang?
At your service.
Good.
Ah, hello. Indeed.
What is a
It's
simple
kinda weird
matter?
that now that you made another guy, you call him Roll the Farter. But the reason we made this guy Roll the Farter is because he's a jester.
Yes.
Of course.
Because that's the name. That's the name of an actual person.
So the plan is for me to complete the story with all the.
Oh dear.
He's gonna be like a straight musical.
No. So I'm gonna complete Bowl in the Porter, but when I complete the game, I'm gonna replay the game as the mage and continue on as that story.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you named the base something.
What?
Spit it out.
What is it?
Beating.
Yes?
Rock John. He's getting pelted.
Oh god. You might want a fireball.
I'm about to right now. I think so, yeah. I might just go back. I'll go back.
I just keep the fighter.
I'll finish this encounter, then go back.
What is it?
You rang. Sorted.
You call?
That was pretty funny. Everyone's dead.
Yeah. All right. Let me change this and I'll go back and fix all that.
At first I said that I love you when you ain't say that shit back. It's kinda hard to just trust you when both your feelings don't match. Got me showing less emotions, I don't wanna get attached. Once I give you my word, I swear it ain't no going back. Once I give you my heart, you better keep that shit intact. Instead of assuming no words, girl, I'm just here stating facts. You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. So tell me it's you when the chips fall. I seen too many people leave when it get hard. I'm tired of going back and forth when we pissed off. Most of my friends done went through it and they stood tall. See, they gon' try and tell you what they think is good for you. Whole time they was plotting, man, I wish they was for you. You gotta watch your back, your front, your side, they disloyal. I gotta watch my crown, cause from birth I've been royal. And that's from the soil. Yeah.
Yes?
Walking to a band.
At your service.
What's the craziest party? What's the craziest, most diverse party that you ran for? In terms of character concepts.
I wouldn't know.
It's probably too vague of a question. Do you remember like do you have any like, man, this game is pretty great. Like, is there any games you've run that were like that really stood out to you?
That were just really fun.
Yeah, like taking into account the story and like the party.
I would say when I ran Descent into Avernus, that was probably one of my most enjoyable games ever.
You want me to take you back, I want you to take me back. So tell me, is you gon' ride out when the chips fall? I seen too many people leave when they get hot. I'm tired of going back and forth when we pissed off. Most of my friends done went through it and they stood tall. See, they gon' try and tell you what they think is good for you. Whole time they was plotting, man, I wish they was for you. You gotta watch your back, your front, your side, they disloyal. I gotta watch my crown, cause from birth I've been royal. And that's from the soil.
Is that the only time you've ever taken your players to another plane?
Besides your group, a little bit, yes.
Does that count? What we did? Does that count?
It counts as just a little bit, but ultimately, yeah. But essentially, that's the first time I ever played in a different plane, and it was actually pretty much an interesting experience.
Next up, this.
Yeah.
Talking what you didn't do and what they did for you. You just praying for a miracle, cause they been with you. Through the good and the bad times, made it pivotal. All the feelings that you hold inside.
Yeah, or Mechanus, yeah.
Mechanus, potato. But don't say Mechanus, because that's weird. Mechanus. That's only if your fighters roll. Are you okay when I ask these questions, or do you want me to like?
Oh no. Go ahead. I'm perfectly fine with it.
I don't want to. I know I have a tendency to derail things.
At first I said that I love you.
Oh,
What's the
hello.
deal with Neverwinter?
Fine.
What do you mean?
I mean, what's its claim to fame?
I'm actually not too sure what its claim to fame is for Neverwinter. Alright, I found the safe file. It took me a while to find it.
Hmm?
Can that hide upload dates on YouTube?
What's up?
Can you hide? Actually, no. That's. I don't think you don't need that.
Can I do what?
What do you go? You can hide their dates, their upload dates of videos on YouTube.
Oh.
Fine. All right, all right.
Yeah, I'll just keep Gaston as literally just a fighter. Because I think what he was getting pelted both with magic and arrows.
Action economies of bitches.
Yeah. And the biggest problem is they had the advantage because
If you insist.
they were they were
You want
funneling
some
us.
whiskey?
Well, they were funneling us through a 5 foot wide path.
Yep. Want to deal with a bunch of
course.
guys? Restrict their movement.
Yeah. Oh, son of a butter. I slept and never set the spells. But that's fine because when I sleep now it'll be nighttime. And when I get there it's gonna be daytime. And that's what I'm gonna need. So Car Crash, I'm really not gonna cast any spells with him. He's gonna be my person who identifies all my stuff. And if he can't open it, he'll cast Knock for me. Gosh, that looks so scary to see. I got armor. I have armor, or basically mage armor. 3 chromatic orbs, and the rest is all magic missiles.
Mirror image. Oh, how does mirror image work in this?
It creates 2 to 8 exact duplicates of himself.
And that's a big description.
Yeah, essentially it's the same thing, but the spell causes a blurring, slight distortion. It's impossible for opponents to be certain which is the illusions and which is the actual wizard. When an image is struck by a melee or missile attack, magical or otherwise, it disappears, but any other existing images remain intact. However, it is important to note that this will not protect the caster against every attack, as it is impossible for an enemy to choose the real caster amongst all the images.
I think one of the surefire spell that would work is just magic missile.
Yeah.
But you know, it's magic missile.
Fireball. And then yes, spell thrust for now.
Spell thrust.
It's like so spell thrust. When this spell is casted at a targeted creature, it will dispel all the spell's protections of 5th level and lower affecting it. So it's like a instead of like dispel magic one at a time, this is a AoE dispel magic of everything. On one target.
I cast and rage the DM.
So all the spells, all 5th level spells and lower that are affecting the creature, are instantly like dispelled. That's spell thrust. But the range is really close. You have to be like within 25 feet.
You gotta be like Dio and get closer.
Yeah.
That's I don't know.
What is it? Fine.
Actually, no, this will be fine because by the time we get there, it'll be nighttime. When we get there, we can sleep. Like last time, I get hoarded by zombies again.
Yeah, just you know, Rock John won't be bot. I tried.
Oh.
Very well.
I need to buy a katana.
Right.
Because I'm gonna give it to Car Crash for his backstabs. Because I gave him.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
He's proficient, right?
I gave him proficiencies in it now.
Yes. While you were tanking the damage and casting your spells, I was studying the blade. I'm Car Crash, and this is my favorite blacksmith in all of the Sword Coast.
You cold? Indeed.
What's the other one? What's the one he says before he punches the woman?
I think this is like my favorite store, the Citadel or something like that.
That was the one where he was doing the commercial bit. There's another one where he punches the reporter.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna get to that dungeon. I'm gonna clear out the 2 camps of kobolds, and then I'm gonna call for night.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Spit it out.
Yes?
What? Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
Get over here.
Oh yeah, I think in the third game it's the same reporter.
At your service.
She's the same reporter.
Yeah.
But the one she catches.
Very well.
hilarious when you see her again over and over.
Of course.
There we go.
Flaming! Possibly
Oops.
frosty. Death!
Oh, hello. What?
This is
Hmm? What is it? Subterfuge is
You
my
cold?
strong
All right,
suit.
all right.
What is it this time? My turn to save the day. You ran. My turn to save the day.
Yes. Oh, fine.
Fine. Stop handing me things.
What am I made out
Look
of?
like my
Hands?
hands are made of things.
What am I made out of? Hands? Right, let's
Just
sleep here.
stop thinking. Oh, this is different.
Uh-huh.
Mirror. Wait, did you get attacked by skeletons before?
Yes.
Not by this many.
Well, those are some
What is it?
skeleton-
Do you need
skeletons.
something?
No bones about it.
You rang. Right, what's this then?
At your service.
Humor me, Jason.
I will.
What
With
is
a
it?
trombone.
Remember that time where everybody in the party except for the bard are making
What is it this time? My turn to save the day.
Oh, hello.
What?
Tell me.
Go on then. Get it right, what's this then?
You rang?
Of course. What is it?
What a spine tingling.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oops. I could really use Tense's floating bandage over here. What is it this time? My turn to save the day.
What is it?
What the hell?
Whatever you need.
Spit it out.
You cold?
I could really use Tensor's floating bandage over here.
You don't even have to make one mistake.
You rang?
What?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Eat flaming! Possibly frosty. Death!
At your service.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
The best defense is
Eat flaming!
crusade of carnage. Ah, hello.
You rang.
If you insist.
Eat flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death!
And skeletons. Let's try this again.
And oh, hey.
What now?
What is it this time?
What is it?
That's such a long
You cold?
Yes? You rang?
Yes.
If you insist.
Oh, fine.
Get over here.
Uh-huh. I'll do it.
Get over here.
At your service.
What is it?
This is a dark place. Tread carefully.
What?
Go on, then.
Oh, hello.
Leviosa.
Not Leviosa, not Leviosa, Leviosa.
All right, all right.
I got a better spell.
I know what I can do.
What is it this time?
Abracadabra, eatus ten fetus.
Stand back and watch this.
That's my favorite thing.
Alright.
Oh!
Oh, Jesus, they still saw her.
Oh!
No, she's just pushing.
She lost concentration on it.
Uh-huh. I'll do it. I'll do it. Oh!
Yeah, they see her.
I'll do it.
Some like crazy perception.
Oh!
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to cast Fireball in there first.
Yes?
Spit it out.
I think you should send it Rock John.
Right, what's this then?
What is it?
What? Such menial task.
I just don't think there's a way you can bypass the character.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
sweet of you. Oh, if you insist.
That's why you never
I saw the trap just as I sprung it.
That reminds me, isn't it great how the find trap spell actually doesn't find traps?
I know, right?
It just says there's a trap in this room.
You rang.
You're wasting a spell slot on something where like you just have the whole party do a perception check. I think it'd be better off if they just didn't do the spell at all. But I guess it's there for if you don't have a rogue in your party or someone who specializes in finding traps. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, essentially.
It's like
Go on
here's a
then.
trap just in case. So I guess I do get.
What? An intriguing proposal.
So now that I'm in Dravania 14, how where does that put me in the grand scheme of the main plot?
Like the Dravinian Hitherlands,
I just went to Dravania for the first time.
Oh, I'd say you're about halfway now.
Oh man. But I'm assuming the tail end, like the post game stuff, is gonna take a lot of time.
Yes. But it won't drag on as long like A Realm Reborn did. All right.
Rolling the farther. It's a me, Mario.
It's a kobold.
Barbecue. Fine, fair enough.
Alright, I think I'm gonna call it here on this for now because this is gonna take some time. This will definitely take some time.
And by some time, another session or two.
Yeah, yeah, I think that calls it for Baldur's Gate for tonight. So yeah.